Thor has a total of 7 different hammers. Dude, clean the rust out of your ears. You heard that right, 7 total. Each one has its own drama. So buckle up, because this journey is an epic weapons showdown stretching from Vikings to Avengers. Grab your popcorn and drinks. I'm tossing them to you. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Jarnbjorn, the OG weapon, comic book. Okay, let's go to the very beginning of the timeline. Thor's first weapon, Jarnbjorn. Wait, but isn't Mjolnir his first weapon? I heard you ask. Nope, plot twist incoming. Dude, Thor's first weapon is actually an axe, so technically not even a hammer. Thor used this weapon during the Viking era when he was a young warrior. What does this weapon's name mean, you ask? Jarnbjorn literally means iron bear in short. This axe isn't an ordinary weapon, of course. Enchanted, god killer, can even cut through Celestial's armor. Low-key and overpowered starter weapon. But here comes the tragedy. When Thor gets Mjolnir, he basically friend-zones Jarnbjorn. You're nice, but I've upgraded now, vibes. Brutal. Still, years later when Mjolnir is lost, guess who's back? Jarnbjorn, Thor's emergency backup weapon. Like keeping your ex's number just in case. This weapon's most epic moment? Thor using it to cut off a Celestial's arm. A Celestial, massive beings considered the gods of the universe, and Thor cuts one of them with this axe. That's a Hail Mary if I've ever seen one. But the real question is, if it's this powerful, why did he switch to Mjolnir? Hey, cut. Turn off the cameras. Can everyone go grab a coffee? Ah, thank you. Dude, I want to talk to you alone. Can you subscribe right now before you forget so I can reach 1,000 subscribers? I appreciate your understanding. I can already feel that you subscribed. Hey, team, gather back up. We still have 6 more of Thor's axes to go. Chapter 2. Mjolnir, the GOAT, comic book plus MCU. Hey, roll out the red carpet, because the king is coming. Mjolnir. Okay, this hammer is literally part of Thor's identity. Think of it like Tony Stark's armor, Cap's shield, but more. Because Mjolnir isn't just a weapon, it's basically a measure of Thor's worth. Backstory time. Odin tells Thor, "Bro, you're too arrogant a kid," and exiles him to Earth. This happens both in comics and MCU. And he says, "Whosoever holds this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." This is literally Odin's only worthy people can use this enchantment. Peak dad energy. He's telling his kid, prove yourself and lock the hammer. Let's see how it's told both in comics and MCU. In comics, Thor uses Mjolnir for years, creates storms, flies, fights gods. Standard Thor stuff. In MCU, we met it in the 2011 Thor movie. Chris Hemsworth's blonde hair, that epic "bring me Thanos" energy, chef's kiss, and Mjolnir was there in every movie. Most iconic Mjolnir moment? Cap lifting the hammer in Endgame. Dude, movie theaters went crazy. Literally everyone stood up. But tragedy comes. Thor Ragnarok, MCU, 2017. Hela arrives, Thor's evil sister. And she breaks Mjolnir, literally with one hand. One hand. Thor's in shock. We're in shock. Mjolnir was supposed to be indestructible. That moment was like watching your childhood hero lose. It's brutal. Similar things happen in comics too. In Jason Aaron's series, Mjolnir breaks and Thor becomes unworthy. Basically can't lift the hammer anymore. Depression era begins for Thor. Chapter 3. Stormbreaker. The Upgrade, comic book plus MCU. Okay, this part is a bit confusing because the comic and MCU versions are very different. Dude, I'm going to simplify and explain it for you. That's what I'm here for. Hey, no need for applause. Don't cheer. Hey, what's happening? Okay, sorry. Tony Stark slipped into me for a moment. In comics, Stormbreaker originally isn't even Thor's weapon. Plot twist. It was made for an alien hero named Beta Ray Bill. Who is Beta Ray Bill? Basically an alien with a horse head appearance, and he can also lift Mjolnir. When Odin sees this, he says, "Okay, you're worthy too," and makes him a special hammer, Stormbreaker. Think of it like Mjolnir's brother. Same power, different user. Thor only borrows it a few times. In MCU though, completely different story. Infinity War 2018. Big purple dude Thanos is coming. Avengers are getting beat up. Thor's depressed. The guy literally lost Mjolnir, feels powerless. So what does he do? Goes on a journey with Rocket and Groot. Where to? Guess. Of course, Nidavellir. Nidavellir will soon be like, "Hey, everyone who loses their weapon comes here. Enough already." Whatever, the dwarf king Eitri is there. And there the forging montage begins. Thor is literally standing in the middle of a star, rays burning him, almost dying, but the hammer is being forged. Groot sacrifices his own arm for the handle. "I'm about to cry. Can I get a tissue?" And boom, Stormbreaker is ready. This hammer is more powerful than Mjolnir, can open the Bifrost, can stop Thanos' infinity gauntlet beam, and Thor goes for Thanos' head with this. "You should have gone for the head." Thanos' most iconic line comes here, because Thor literally stabs the hammer into his chest. Not enough though. Stormbreaker becomes Thor's new main weapon in MCU. In Endgame, in Love and Thunder, always by his side. But wait, does Mjolnir come back? Chapter 4. Jane Foster's Mjolnir. The Return. Comic book plus MCU. Plot twist alert. We said Mjolnir broke, right? Well, someone else worthy shows up. In comics, 2014, Jason Aaron's Mighty Thor series begins. Thor can no longer lift Mjolnir because he's unworthy. But the broken Mjolnir pieces on the moon come together, and someone new lifts it. Jane Foster, Thor's ex-girlfriend, a doctor with cancer, and she's now the new Thor. This is peak anyone can be a hero energy. When Jane lifts Mjolnir, she becomes healthy, has Thor's powers. But when she puts the hammer down, she becomes sick again, literally getting closer to death with each use. Talk about sacrifice. In MCU, Thor, Love and Thunder, 2022, the same story is adapted. Natalie Portman returns. Jane has cancer, Mjolnir's pieces are on exhibit in New Asgard, and Jane desperately touches the hammer. Buddy, since the video got too long, I have to stop the story halfway. I'll make a part 2 video where I explain the rest of the story and Thor's other hammers in detail. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss it.